Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Raiders are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Chiefs, who will need to solve that secondary.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll drop the throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McGee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, some strong running. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They always say the real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. Looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now Hundley. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing, Hundley. Hard throw, incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here's Garrett Swanson now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken it around the 40. And still fighting. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Shotgun. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 8 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. through one tackle. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. And he comes back with one complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get a hook and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. And he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he? No. Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll try and start this drive in the air, and that is incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Ten yards still left on second down.
Here we go. Man 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll set up a throw. And the Raiders have got him. Dontari Poe able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Here's Garrett Swanson now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So they get a traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Hurry up, here we go.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot. getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
In the red zone this time.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's a second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a shift that he wants to right quickly.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Dan Carpenter now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Play action, they'll throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Let's go. 38.
He'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 7-0 is our score, and we're back to Oakland after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Garrett Swanson now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is McCaffrey on the give. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. McCaffrey. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him into space and throw it to him.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw here. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And now here comes Kansas City. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean 1st half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
Let's go!
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Oakland. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Looking deep now for McCoy. He's got him in. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over, and we'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 319. 319.
And he's got his target. That's more. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Fresh set of downs here.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, and that'll bring up second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go. 319.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Raiders on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue, Niner.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Chiefs won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Moving to late in the first quarter, Moore is able to haul in the contested pass. And this play goes for a score. Raiders up by a touchdown. Late in the second, McCoy's got the reception, and he ends up at the 39-yard line before he stopped on the play. Later on the drive, a fumble would get the defense off the field. So that'll do it for us. Let's get back out to Oakland now as we turn it back over to Brandon Gott.
This will be taken short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Frazier. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So here's the kicker, Caleb Sturgis, on to try the field goal. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Still going. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. But why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one short.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
Now Hundley. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth.
Let's go.
Throwing, Hundley. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
All right, here we go.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
He'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Raiders on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Sam Cook now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A gain of 8 and a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here we go.
Now Thomas. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And he'll give it here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And some room to work. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Check. Blue landing.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. touchdown. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Carpenter now for the extra point. And this is off the crossbar, but it manages to hurdle its way over. Pretty fortunate there. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit near the 34-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Throw left side complete. It's Frazier. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. And now a 1st down following that long gain. That one incomplete there. The H-back, Ryan Hewitt, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Garrett Swanson now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. The Raiders swarm in and block it. And they will take possession of the football just shy of midfield. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it, one step, and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than one step in the NFL, you're flirting with disaster.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jerry Hughes. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Oakland. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So it is third down now, but less than a yard to go. And that is incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Stephon Anthony from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
And this is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held them down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go!
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
McCaffrey. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Carpenter knocks it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Carpenter now, after the made field goal, will kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Let's go!
Now back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you described that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Here we go now. Boom, landing.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Here we go.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The Chiefs, they've got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And his throw is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And it's caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Raiders, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.